Hi guys, it's Leonard. Hi guys, I am time to give you guys a movie review, which is a movie that I've seen here today, or I've seen tonight. It's been in the afternoon. The movie, the one I went to go see in the theaters, was called The Last Supper. And personally, I really want to say is that The Last Supper, I will say this, it's a very phenomenal film. It really actually is. It really shows really a lot of things that we just don't really know, and it just basically the gaps and stuff like that fits in based for the movie, based on the movie, And personally, I really want to say here, I think the main male protagonist was placed in this movie was Peter. Pretty much probably the one. The basis that was played into this movie also too, because I think Peter played a major role, basically into the Bible, Now, before I go ahead any further, if you guys do have an Android phone or maybe an iPhone or something like that, because to be honest with you, I'm not very good with iPhones at all, because I'm not. I'm very good when it comes to basically of the phone. Basic Android phone. There is a app that you guys can get as your choice. I'm not saying you should, or if you're really willing to look into something that you guys may want to study on or something like that. Whatever that is, it's called the Bible app. I would definitely download it, but that's up to you guys if you guys really want to buy it or not. If you guys really actually sure if you want or not. So yeah, I've been using it basically a lot, but sometimes I have not. But basically, it's very useful. It's very useful. I say everybody should enjoy it and stuff like that. But even though this is not a sponsor video or anything like that, but I just want to say thank you to the people who made the Bible app. For these cell phones and stuff like that we can have, so we can read the Bible and stuff like that. Now, before I go a little bit more further, basically with this review, I want people to really understand. I don't want people to really think that I'm not trying to pursue people by forcing them. They should accept Jesus Christ as the Lord and Savior. It's like, you're going to accept Jesus Christ as the Lord and Savior, or you're going to do it or not. And stuff like that. That's something that I don't do, or anything like that. I think people do have a choice. What they really want to believe, or anything like that. It's your choice. It's your choice. It's not my choice. I have no jurisdiction with you guys, because you guys are old enough to make your guys' decision and stuff like that. I mean, even though I'm just saying, but that's all. I just want people to really basically understand. So yeah. Anyways, so let's discuss those ones. So anyways, like I said before, I think Peter is pretty much one of the main protagonists based in this movie. I don't think Jesus was not the main protagonist based in the movie of The Last Supper. I don't think he really wasn't. But even though it kind of even out quite a bit, because Peter is pretty much it's kind of like centered around Peter, but not really basically on that. It's also centered around also with Jesus also too. And I will say Judas is pretty much one of the main big things that you see from this movie, but also from the Bible also as well too. And you could just like read the Bible and you can imagine in your mind like what Judas is really actually going through, and basically yes. And one thing I liked about this movie, I think this is a true testament, and I think a lot of people should really pay attention to this when it comes to a movie basically like this. And I want to say that if you look closely about watching this movie, you'll see a snake. This is not a king cobra or cobra. This snake is a lot more different than any other snakes that you will basically ever see. You're only given like 5 minutes to live. If you get bit by this snake, you got 5 minutes to live. And when it comes around there, bam, you're gone. You're dead. I mean, it's really one of the most poisonous snakes in the world. If you don't know what I'm talking about, which is called a black mamba. Now, the black mamba is pretty much just a snake that, bam, like I said before, bam, just like that, you're dead. You only got like 5 minutes to live. I mean, I do believe so. I don't know. Don't chop my head off, because I'm not a scientist kind of guy or anything like that. But I personally want to say here is that it's just like how they use the snake basically in this movie it just shows how deadly it really actually is, and not just only based off that, they're showing the aspects of Satan plays in this movie also as well too, and you could just see like where the snake is like just really actually just going through different cutscenes and stuff like that, and it's pursuing Judas also as well too. It's just like wow, you don't know what's going to happen. You really don't know. You don't know what Satan's really actually going to do. He can offer you things that you think he promises to, like, oh, I promise you that you're going to have that, and I really want you to basically have that, or like that. And I understand when it comes around based on the point that people would basically not understand, maybe not would basically would understand, and also the things about when it comes to this movie also as well too, and basically stuff like that. Because even though I definitely would personally say Satan did play a very good role basically in this whole idea, because Satan thought killing Jesus was basically their ultimate plan to basically get revenge. I guess like get revenge on God, because Satan was pretty much was in heaven, during the time, and he was pretty much one of the most beautiful angels that ever was up in heaven until he got casted down, and because he was he thinks he was more inferior than God. And it's basically that. There's a lot of many Satan says. That's again, really a lot. Basically, really actually yes. But I want people just like us. I want people just to really just understand. Just pay attention to this film, like when you watch it, because like I said, when you see this snake, I'm so sorry, that's my phone, dude. Sorry about that. Anyways, basically when you basically see this from this, that snake is deadly. It's very, very deadly. I wanted people to understand the black mama is a snake that you don't want to mess with, and you don't want to mess with because you're only given a life certain time of minutes, and then bam, you're gone, you're dead. I mean, that's how poisonous snakes really are. They're not to be to be played with or anything like that. And I don't think that snakes are evil or anything. I don't think so. It just really just depends on the people's preferences and stuff like that. And I definitely do understand people that pretty much do not like snakes. That really do not like snakes, and that's what basically it feels to me. One thing I've also wanted to mention is basically also Peter, also like I said before, he plays a pinnacle role basically in this movie also as well too. And the reason why I'm saying that, and the reason why I'm saying that is basically because the situation that Peter really actually has. And Jesus knew that he knew that Peter was going to deny him three times. If you pay attention into the movie, you'll see what I'm talking about basically of that. But even though Jesus relied on Peter really a lot, and this is the first time I've ever seen that. I'm not so sure if this is really accurate in the Bible or not, but I never seen Jesus basically get very upset with his disciples, because that's something I'm not so sure if that's basically kind of reference what I see or anything like that, because like Jesus was dependent on Peter to help him out and basically to guard him and protect him also too, and because I don't think it was like a complaining of a situation. I think that Jesus was relying on him really a lot, not pressuring him, relying on really a lot, and to do the thing that Jesus needed to do. Pray to the Father, which is basically his Father is God. And and God has a son. It's Jesus. That's God's son. And I don't want to go into the whole idea like some people will probably say was that real or anything? God exists or something like that, or God doesn't exist or something like that. I don't want to get into that whole argument and basically something like that. And the reason why I'm basically saying that, because like I said before, people do have a choice. That is not up to me. That's up to you guys. You have a choice. We all do have a choice. I mean, we all do. I think every one of us deserve to have a chance to accept if we want to or not. I'm not saying that you should or you shouldn't. I'm not saying basically of that. And I definitely, in my own position, I don't let myself like as a perfect Christian. I'm just a guy, just who loves anime, loves manga, and stuff like that. And I go to church, I read the Bible, and basically stuff like that. And I made some mistakes, back in the past and stuff like that, and basically stuff like that. But that doesn't really define like who I really am or what Jesus really want me to be. But it's something that I definitely would I would say that people would have to learn or basically to listen if what people really actually have to say. And people don't have to listen to my opinions. That's fine. That's perfectly fine with me. But I think this film is just really actually it's good. It's a very good movie. I think it's really shows really a lot that it comes from based on this movie also too. And this movie is kind of dark also too. Kind of dark as well also too, because one of the darkest moments of a Christian movie that I've seen was Passion of the Christ. Passion of the Christ was brutal. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It was a way more different of a film that I have ever seen. It's just seeing it for the very first time, and just seeing the torture that Jesus was going through. Because even though the Bible said that basically what happened, even though the Bible said we're some of the Roman soldiers, so they're like, oh, these branches that they got, and they say well, here's a branch right here for you, Jesus. This is now you are now the King of Kings, and you are now the King of Kings, and stuff like that. And I think the Romans gave him that name. I think they did. I'm not so sure if they really actually did or not. I'm not 100% sure if that really actually is true or actually is not. But I do believe that is really basically true to me, that he is the King of Kings. Maybe that's what not the Jews, but the Romans. I think the Romans did give him that. I don't think God did. I'm not so sure, but I'm not really 100% sure. And basically stuff. Yeah, and you could just see how much exhausted that Jesus really was and stuff like that. But you don't see any of that based in this movie, because you basically see what's going on with Peter that he goes through, and just basically what going on with Judas. What Judas did. Judas did betrayed he wanted money so much. But now he's like, I don't need it because I mean what he did was not good. Was not good at all. It was not a good thing because of what he really actually did. Now, to be honest, I have no idea if Judas is in heaven or in hell. I don't want to speculate or anything like that. I have no idea or anything like that. But even though Judas basically did what he did, to me was one of the most biggest betrayals that we have ever seen, basically when it comes to the Bible and stuff like that. And like I said, for people would argue basically against that, and just they see things a lot more better and basically of that. And I think that Judas just basically did what that, like I said before, when it comes to the movie. But like I told you before, the black mud, but the snake of itself, it's just just going to different places where it's really actually going to go. And let me just say this: snakes do have a mind of their own, and they really do. Are snakes are stupid? To be honest with you, no, they're pretty clever. They're pretty clever about what they do, and they will do whatever they can to get people to move out of the way. Either they kill them or seriously injure them. That's what snakes would pretty much basically just do. And sometimes people don't realize that snakes can really defend themselves, even though they really can't. But when you feel like you've been approached by them, you better watch out. I'm so sorry for my story. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, I definitely think the film was great. I definitely do think it was one of the most beautiful orchestrations, basically most I've ever seen since Passion of the Christ. And one thing I really do like about this film, it shows the true nature that what we really want to see from what taken from the Bible and into this movie also as well too, and just see the similarities and stuff like that, and just mainly focus on Peter also as well too, and stuff like that. And I think that Peter is a very important character when it comes from the Bible and also in this movie also as well too. And it really actually is. I definitely do love the movie. I'm definitely going to give the movie a 10 out of 10. I definitely think it's very, very good. It's very enjoyable for anyone that really want to watch this movie while I watch this movie. Now, and I would say, basically, person will say is like I said before. I will say it again. People can choose whatever they feel, whatever they feel, or anything like that. I don't want people to really think I'm pressing, I'm shoving my beliefs down their throats and stuff like that. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't want people to really think that, that I don't have a right to speak about this or anything like that. I want people just to really just understand, not think once but think twice about like what you really want to do, what's your decision and stuff like that. It's up to you. It's your decision. Like I said before, I can't force people into saying like that. I can't grab you by the hand and say you're going to accept Jesus Christ whether you like it or not. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't do that kind of stuff. I want people to understand what's the meaning basically of that, and hopefully people would see that and basically would understand. Not just from my opinion, not coming from me, but coming from your own opinion, basically on how you feel when you feel like if you want to get saved by Jesus or not. Like I said before, it's your choice. It's your choice. It's not my choice. I can't interfere of that. But I do hope and pray that you guys definitely want to make the right decision. If you guys accept Jesus Christ or a Savior, then yeah, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. But if you don't want to, then that's fine. I'm happy for you. I'm not an enemy or anything like that, or anything like that. But I just want people just to understand that I can't do things that force people to really to accept Jesus Christ as Lord and personal Savior. It's up to them. It's your choice. That's all I really got to say. But I would definitely be praying for you guys. Definitely would. But yeah, anyway, so that's it for this movie review. Tell me you guys think. You guys like this movie? You guys don't like it? You guys think it was good? You guys think it was bad? I love to hear what you guys say. Please tell me your thoughts about it in the comments below. And before I go ahead and close out with this video, I want to say this is that I love you guys, and I want to say thank you, and I'll be praying for you guys. And one other thing before I go ahead and close this video, I ask you guys please be very respectful in the comments below. I don't want people to basically just acting up and just being rude or anything like that. I don't want people to really just to do that. I don't want to block people. Sometimes I have to. Sometimes I really don't, or anything like that. But I really don't want to do that because that's something I just don't want to do. I'm not demanding respect or anything like that. I just want people just to understand, because just to understand, and I just want a good fan base, not just for myself, but based for a good environment for all of us, and also people that support my videos. But yeah, so yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button, give me a thumbs up or give me a thumbs down, and please leave a comment below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. I love you guys. Please stay safe. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.